Hi guys, welcome back. As we have already studied the other three muscles of the pectoral region, so today we are going to study the fourth muscle of this region, the serratus anterior muscle. So the serratus anterior muscle is this fan-shaped muscle of the pectoral region, and this muscle is located at the lateral aspect of the thoracic wall. The major part of this muscle lies under the scapula and the pectoral muscles. The serratus anterior muscle is named for its sawtooth-shaped appearance, also called the serrated appearance. That's why this muscle is named as the serratus anterior muscle. So first, looking at the origin and insertion of the serratus anterior muscle, so this muscle originates here at the anterolateral aspect of the first 8 or 9 ribs. And this muscle then inserts here on the anterior aspect of the medial border and the inferior angle of the scapula. Let me show you the origin and insertion points of this muscle on these bones. So these are the areas on the anterolateral aspect of the first 8 or 9 ribs where the serratus anterior muscle originates. And this muscle then inserts here on the anterior aspect of the medial border and the inferior angle of the scapula. Now the nerve supply of the serratus anterior muscle, so this muscle is supplied by the long thoracic nerve, which originates from the nerve roots C5, C6 and C7 of the brachial plexus. This nerve is the long thoracic nerve, and this nerve originates here at the nerve roots C5, C6 and C7 of the brachial plexus. Now let's look at the vascular supply of the serratus anterior muscle. So this muscle is supplied by 3 arteries: the superior thoracic artery, the lateral thoracic artery, and the thoracodorsal artery. The superior thoracic artery arises from the first part of the axillary artery. The lateral thoracic artery arises from the second part of the axillary artery, while the thoracodorsal artery arises from the subscapular artery, which itself arises from the third part of the axillary artery. So this was about the vascular supply of the serratus anterior muscle. Now looking into the action produced by the serratus anterior muscle, so this muscle produces shoulder protraction, that is the ventrolateral movement of the scapula around the chest wall. As you can see, the scapula moves around the chest wall. This action is known as the shoulder protraction performed by the serratus anterior muscle. Another action produced by the serratus anterior muscle is the active stabilization of the scapula in the shoulder joint. When the scapula is fixed, then the serratus anterior muscle on contraction lifts the ribs, and thus this muscle acts as an accessory inspiratory muscle. Another most important function of the serratus anterior muscle is the shoulder abduction above 90 degree. That is, when this muscle contracts, this muscle acts on the lower part of the scapula, and thus this muscle tilts the scapula and shifts the shoulder joint upward, and hence it helps in the shoulder abduction above 90 degree. So these were the functions performed by the serratus anterior muscle. The paralysis of the serratus anterior muscle leads to a condition known as winged scapula. In this condition, the scapula protrudes outward at the back. Now let's review the important points regarding the serratus anterior muscle. So the serratus anterior muscle originates at the anterolateral surfaces of the first 8 or 9 ribs. This muscle then inserts on the anterior aspect of the medial border and the inferior angle of the scapula. The innervation of this muscle, so this muscle is supplied by the long thoracic nerve from the nerve roots of the brachial plexus C5, C6 and C7. The vascular supply, so this muscle is supplied by the superior thoracic artery, the lateral thoracic artery and the thoracodorsal artery. The action performed by this muscle, so this muscle actively stabilizes the scapula in the shoulder joint. It produces shoulder protraction and this muscle helps in the shoulder abduction above 90 degree. So this was about the serratus anterior muscle. Thank you so much.